Welcome to Physics Can Be Fun with me, Stephen Thomas. And physics can be practical. We've got a barbecue turner. Now, physicists like to invent things because naturally physicists are lazy people. And if they don't have to work, they don't see the reason why. If you can sit rather than stand or lie rather than sit, then we will do it. So anyway, this is an automatic barbecue turner. To show you, here is the barbecue grid. It's got lots of little things. And on this grid, we're going to put our chunk of meat. There you see it. And we want to turn the grid. So here is the part of the grid that sticks out. We're going to put a pole like this all the way. And here we're going to put a ratchet. Here is the ratchet. It's something that turns one way but not the other. And here we're going to just have a hole in which this barbecue grid can be lifted and turned. I'm going to show you in practical steps how this occurs. And then we're going to tie a piece of string to the end of the ratchet. And then here's a pulley. Here's the string. So here we sit with our cold drink and we pull on this rope. The rope pulls on the ratchet and the ratchet turns the barbecue, then lifts it as it turns it. Then we lower the rope and the barbecue rests again on. Here's the fire and the flames. And it drops it back down onto the grid, onto the platform on which the fire is, and then we allow this to fall, and then it goes click, 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 and it's back to where it starts. We don't allow this to fall beyond 90 degrees. Then we pull again, and this, you can see the turning action and lifting action, and then this falls back down, click, 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 back through 180 degrees. So that is how it works. So what do? We pull on this rope. Here's a pulley. Here the rope comes down and attaches to our ratchet. Now what I found is quite important is to put a little arm on the end of the ratchet so that as the ratchet pulls up, and this is a pole that we've knocked into the ground. So here's a pole that goes into the ground, a metal pole. So as we pull this is behind the pole, this part here will go up, and then this thing that sticks out will press against the pole and get pulled up the pole so that it cannot turn too far. So if we didn't have it, maybe it would be a problem. And then when we let it go again, this falls down. So everything moves basically up and down this pole. And there's the pulley on the top. Here's your ratchet, very important part of it. Here's a little extension to the ratchet, and the purpose of the ratchet is to turn the bride grid as you lift it, and then it falls back down. Turn, fall. Turn and lift, fall straight down again. Let's show you how this works in reality. Right, now we are outside over the fire. We're pulling on the rope. Watch the barbecue grid rise, watch the ratchet turn, and the pulley and the rope are lifting the barbecue grid. Now we drop the grid and watch the ratchet fall back down, falling. Click, 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 reaches the bottom, goes through 180. Now we're pulling on the rope through the pulley, and on the end of the ratchet there's a piece of metal that stops it going past and this piece on the end of the ratchet slides up the pole. Then we drop it down again onto a pole on the fire, which stops our meat falling into the fire, and we release the ratchet again, falls right to the bottom. Now we're going to pull on the rope again, watch the barbecue grid rotate, watch the end of the ratchet slide up the pole, and now it's turned and it gets lifted and centered, and then it drops down onto that pole that goes across the drum. And here we pull it again. Each time you'll see that the ratchet only turns through 180 degrees, and there's a thing on the end that stops it and helps it to slide along the pole and to stop it from going too far on the end.